In this tutorial, I'd like to talk about creating compound shapes. Let's get into it. I'll draw a rectangle and a circle. I'll change the color so they are easier to see. Now if I want to join these two objects, I can select both of them, go to Boolean operations, and click the one I'd like to use. Let's select Add, and you'll see they are now merged into one shape. The thing is, it's permanent. If I want to make more changes later, I can't use Boolean operations directly, but I need to convert them into a compound. Compounds allow us to create a new shape by non-destructively joining some objects or shapes using Boolean operations. This way you can modify the original objects or shapes afterward. I'll press Ctrl G to undo, and let me show you how to create a compound. So I'm going to join these two shapes. I'll select both of them. Now before clicking on Boolean operations, I'll go to Factor and select Create Compound. And they are now joined as a compound. Alternatively, I can also go to Boolean operations here, hold down Alt or Option key, and click the one I need. I'll just click Add. Now both shapes are joined as one object as a compound. If I go to the Layers panel, I can see the compound layer. Like group, clicking on the small arrow here will reveal what's inside. So both these rectangle and circle layers are basically tile layers. If I click on one of these two layers, and I press V to select the Move tool, I can move it around. So I can still change the position and scale it up or down. They are joined but can be separated, allowing them to be adjusted if something is not right. If I select the compound layer, grab the Fill tool, and fill it with gradient, it simply works just like one layer. I'll go back by pressing Ctrl Z. I can also add another shape inside the compound. Let me select one of the child layers, grab a star tool, draw it, select the Move tool, move it onto other shapes, and you see the star is added into them inside the compound. If I have a shape outside the compound, let me draw one and change it to another color, just so we can see how the color changes once we move it into the compound. Select the Move tool and move it onto the other shapes. Then I can drag the layer inside, and it's part of the compound now. Next, if I want to separate all of them back to the original shapes, I can select them all, go to Factor, and select Release Compound. Or I can simply go to the Layers panel, click the small arrow to expand, select all the shape layers, and drag them out of compound. Now they are back to the original shapes. Let me undo this. Next, if we look at the left side of one of the shape layers, there's a small icon indicating that it's using Add from Boolean operations. I can click on it and select another one. Subtract, intersect, or XOR. It's non-destructive and it's a good thing. You can keep making adjustments until you're happy with it. Once you do, then you can choose to save it. Or you can select the compound layer, right-click on the shapes, and click Convert to Curves. Now they are flattened and become one shape, no more compound. Compounds also works with text. You can combine text with a shape while keeping the text editable. So let's delete everything and grab the Artistic Text tool. I'll type text and change the font. Next, I'll draw a rectangle and set it to back. I'll make the corner a bit rounded. Now I'll press V to select the Move tool, drag to select everything, go to Boolean operations, Hold Alt or Option and click Subtract. And there you go. You can see they are joined as a compound. Click the small arrow, select the text, and it's still editable. You can change the text to something else like Word. So that's how you create compound shapes in Affinity. I hope it's going to be useful for you. Thanks for watching and good day.